It's very weird trying to talk to your parents about modern day problems and
Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Madrazo, your digital Dubuenya. I am starting this new series with my son Liam.
hello, my name is Liam Madrazo. I'm a grade 11 student from Holy Cross of Davao College.
My other videos are usually about business, marketing, and other online stuff. But in this series, we're going to discuss topics that are also relevant for the Gen Z.
Series has to do with how parents interact with their kids and how to understand the Gen Z community, or how to understand the Gen Z,
How to understand kids.
how to understand kids, because many parents, I think, they don't understand, or their kids don't let them understand because they don't know how to tell their parents. They don't know how to speak without disrespecting.
Or kasi usually they don't talk because what happened was we were painting my other room, so we were here in the new room that we also painted darker color, and while we were painting we were talking about stuff going on in each other's lives, and then we realized that not all of your friends, classmates, generation are able to talk to parents the way that we discuss things. So we thought it would be great if we can share our discussion so that other parents would also be aware of what they're thinking. Is it because you don't want to talk to your parents, or you're just uncomfortable?
It's very weird trying to talk to your parents about modern day problems, and
What are the modern day problems?
when it comes to Gen Z kids trying to relate to their parents, they find it awkward maybe, or weird, because most of the parents aren't millennials currently. They're more like baby boomers. Like most of my friends, their parents already at 40 to 50 because they have many siblings and they were late kids. So maybe there's some part that they can't relate to their parents with because the world is moving so quickly and there are so many changes, and
You are able to adapt faster.
maybe Gen Z kids are able to adapt faster, but parents usually don't understand the many technological
So technology
innovations.
is number one.
Technology is one of the factors where
Like when parents ask their kids to help with the
computers,
Facebook.
yes. Maybe more parents need to relate to their kids in order to be more efficient in talking to them.
I think the parents are also making an effort to relate to their kids.
Yeah,
It's
but
just that it's really difficult, right?
it's difficult for the kids,
It's also
to-
difficult for the
for the
parents.
parents. Yeah, because there are many things that the kids don't know how to talk to them about it. Maybe there are some issues that kids are a bit not basta. I don't
like love life, ganyan.
love life maybe. But there are many things that we can talk about.
Yeah. So we do have a list of topics that we've already planned, but you can also ask us certain questions that you're curious about. So number one that we thought of, because I'm encouraging my son to start doing some business stuff on the side while going to school. We're going to talk about business. So you can also think of it this way: if a 17-year-old gets it, then that means I'm able to explain it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
So it's also easier for you to get it. If you're not that business savvy, if you're still starting, okay? I'm not saying that you understand things like a 17-year-old. I'm just saying that it's an attempt for me to try to explain things as basic as possible. So aside from business, we are also going to talk about
Habits of Gen Z compared to the millennials
and the baby boomers.
and the baby boomers.
Yeah, so even though it's easier for me to relate to them because I'm in the tech industry, there are still so many things that I can't understand. Like, for example, posts from Gen Z, it's very easy for them to get like 1,000 likes after posting it in 2 hours. So that really amazes me, and it's also something that I would like to understand. Aside from the other, maybe more on the more dangerous side. So we're also going to discuss those things.
Yeah.
So because Liam is already graduating this year.
Yep.
You're graduating, right?
Maybe.
So it's also time to really motivate him. Because do you already know what you're going to take up in college?
Not yet. I haven't decided.
But you have a list na.
Yeah. I'm thinking of some things that interest me.
Yeah.
And some things that are maybe better as
Economically, financially.
yes, financially.
Yeah. I really hope that the Gen Z, or at least you, since you're my only responsibility, I'm able to motivate you to do your 100%, diba? Your full potential.
So with a generational gap, there are certainly many things that we need to discuss,
Like,
including
what do we need to discuss?
many things that the Gen Z kids do is are sometimes weird in millennial or not even millennial, baby boomer standards. So
Like what?
many kids seem to think that
Kids like you.
kids like me, they think that authority doesn't need to be by older age or by who's the eldest. So I think that
Authority, so in your perspective, authority is based on what?
more on experience and how I actually am not sure yet because that's a topic we need to discuss further because it's very sensitive
Okay.
to many people.
And last, of course, if we are talking with and about teens, we also have to talk about responsible use of social media. So a few years back, we had an experience.
So I got mad at my classmates because of his attitude, and so I decided to put it up on social media. So I know it's very immature and it's very wrong, but
Back then,
back
it
then
felt okay.
it was what seemed
Appropriate?
sensible or appropriate instead of talking about it with my parents because it was when you grow up there's this phase that you're not sure how to speak to anyone or even your parents. So at the time it seemed like social media was the only thing that I could relate to.
So, I just want to ask, because it's not that we're making claims that, oh my god, we're super close, and that's why, because we are special. So, that's not exactly the case. So, why are you comfortable talking to me about not just online stuff, but also, your girlfriend, say hi to that, and other things?
So, maybe it's because that it's because you're a bit more tech savvy, or it's easy for you to relate to the younger generation because you know how to because of course your job is in marketing, so you need to know the different mentalities of the people, to how to sell to them, how to to know their mindset, what they're thinking, what they want to buy, what they consume. So I think it's easier for us to talk because you have a general idea on how to approach these kinds of situations and scenarios.
We hope that you really watch this series. We're very excited to do this. In fact, it's the reason why we did the entire background thing. We got our hands dirty, literally, because we chose the wrong ako pala, I chose the wrong paints. But it was also a nice experience because we were able to talk about other things, which are the chismes in the game streaming world, in the gaming world. So maybe it's for another day. I'm sure a lot of parents are also wondering what their kids are doing with their mics, why the cam is on and all that. So it's for streaming parents. Okay, so for our next video, one of the most controversial issues that we really have to discuss as an online advocate and as a consumer, a user, is
online learning.
Online learning. So you've already started, right?
Yeah, we have already started orientation and subject orientation for the past in the last week.
Last week, yeah. So you started your orientation last week. I also started my orientation last week. I'm sure a lot of parents have either started their orientation or classes have already begun in the other schools. So that's our topic for our next video. We'll talk about the pros, the cons, the difficulties, and possible things that you can do for the kids to adjust and also to help the parents assist with whatever their kids need.
Yeah.
Okay? So I hope you watch out for our series and don't forget to like and subscribe to Digital Dabawenya on Facebook, YouTube, and all the other social media platforms. So again, I'm Jessica Madrazo, your Digital Dabawenya.
And I'm Liam Madrazo.
And see you on our next video.
Bye!
Not bad, right? Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Dabawenya. again.